That I talk back? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the mic. Audio, audio check 1 2. Yes, 1 2. All right. Can you turn down the nut zone? Audio check 1 2. Audio check 1 2. Of the Jamaica Women's Premier League, and it seems as if it's the start of a new era here, a new dawn in Jamaica women's football as the teams line up to be the very best in the land. We're here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, and Fraser's Whip, the defending champions. You'll see them first in action. They'll be up against UWI Mona FC. Wherever you're watching all over the world, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Donald Oliver. We're looking forward to this matchup. And Fraser's Whip, well, we know that they have a lot to offer. They've been dominant over the last couple of seasons, and they really want to showcase their wares, especially in this opening fixture in Anigad's. Two matches on today. you'll see the home team later on, and they'll be going up against the Cavalier women. But let's see what Fraser's Whip has been up to as they prepare for this season. We have a team feature on them.
The goals are simple for this year, and as I tell the young ladies, try to aim for the national team. If you look at it now, we have about 4 or 5 girls in the under-20 setup that recently played in Nicaragua the other night. So that's the short-term goal for us. See how many players we can get into the national setup as best as possible. Well, last year we defended our titles. We were back-to-back champions. So we're going in this season again, hoping to defend our title for be champions in 3 straight years. You know, and I think that they're upbeat, I think they're confident, and when I say that is not to boast, but I mean, we played in the kickoff Women Championship the other day, and that in itself was an experience for the young ladies, you know, and they looked at it as saying that, wow, this is one of the highest level. So I think that that's a long-term goal, or can even be a short-term goal for them to try to reach for that level again. So I think there's no pressure, it's just for them to work a little bit harder for us to reach back to the CONCACAF level.
We can retain it back. We're not giving ourselves too much praises because you don't know, the ball is round. But we have to have a positive thinking towards this right now. Can't just sit back, but we're ready.
Looking back at the squad for this season, I'm really proud of the age group. We have more high school students coming in, you know, and for us that is a plus here at Fraser's because it's all about development. You know, it's all about development. Over the past probably 3 to 4 years, we have a lot of young ladies getting scholarships going on to university overseas. So for us to have more high school students coming in, I think that's a plus for us. Well, our fans can always expect good football, quality football, you know, and where football is now in Jamaica for the females, you know, it's on the trajectory of going up, you know. So our community is behind us. Is for them to just come out, support each and every weekend, and I definitely tell you we'll bring quality football to the table.
The sponsors, I just want to tell them a big thanks. Women football really needed it, and it's just joy to see people starting to come on board and starting to help this women league, you know, because women football need to grow more in Jamaica because we have so many talents. So far it has been, what I'm seeing, I am happy to see where they are now with our competition. You can't ask for anything better. And as I said, football is climbing here in Jamaica, and what they have just started is what we've been looking for, and I'm happy that it is here now. Big up Fraser's Whip, you get me and say we are come back to it, so cool pan me and my friend them.
Yep, so we are standing by to take a look at the teams live for the first time as they are set to make their way out to the middle. And yeah, the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, a venue that hosts a lot of football here. You can probably tell there's a bit of wear and tear, but the women won't mind as they get ready to make their way out to the middle. And yeah, we're looking forward to this one. Fraser's Whip really carried Jamaica's flag as they took part in the CONCACAF Championship. There they are in yellow, and they'll be facing a team that is coming back in the Premier League in UWI Mona FC. It's good to see UWI Mona back in sports in Jamaica. There was a pause on quite a few of their sporting programs, but with the advent of the new league, they have decided to take part, and I suppose that we are better off with their participation as the sponsors line up to greet the members of the team. So yeah, we're looking forward to this one. There's a UWI Mona team in red, and they do have their supporters in the stands already. It is free of cost to actually enter the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. So once the word spreads, you anticipate more people coming in to the venue. Especially when Arnett Gardens take on Cavalier a little bit later on, right after this opening game. So it's a full slate of matches today, but a couple of matches here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. We're looking forward to all the action here. Beautiful shot of the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex as we are moments away from the teams meeting each other, and this is where they do so as well as with the officials. We will see the starting lineups in just a little while, but it's also good to see that there are quite a few youngsters across both squads. As we take a look at the lineup for Fraser's Whip, Sajane Anderson in goal, the captain Davia Richards, of course, their number 10, Neville Gale-Abel, Destiny Powell, Latavia Fletcher, Tavia Gale, Kyra Grant, Shante Price, Danishka Rattray, Cassandra Smith, and Kiona Tolo. As we take a look at UWI Mona posing for their team picture, and their starting lineup coming up shortly. But before then, the match officials: Andrew Brown, O'Shane Williams, Daniel Allen, of course, the man in the middle. There's Kristen Chambers, the custodian for UWI Mona. And of course, Davia Richards on the left-hand side for Fraser's Whip. The captains there for the toss. Going over the instructions from the referee. As we take a look at the starting lineup for UWI Mona FC, the aforementioned captain and goalkeeper, Kristen Chambers, Abhijan Anderson, Ashika Hamilton, Sayana Jones, Rihanna Reed, Shadia Willingham, Tisha Martell, Shanae Nelson, Danisha Hall, Netanya Alain, and Mishka Williams. Yeah, they too have quite a few youngsters in their lineup. But we're just on the verge of the opening game of the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Fraser's Whip, they do have a lot on their mind, especially in regards to how they will defend this title. And UWI Mona, of course, they do have a lot to prove. It will be UWI Mona FC to kick off the proceedings. The Jamaica Women's Premier League for this 2025 season. And we're on the way here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Immediately, Sajane Anderson trying to clear. They give up a corner early. So, corner kick early for UWI Mona. Couldn't quite get the ball inside. Fraser's whip on this left-hand side through Cara Grant. Ball sent out over to the right-hand side, but the flag has gone up against Shante Price. Bit of a drizzle here as we take a look at Courtney Dowdy, who is the man in charge at Fraser's whip. Neville Gale able trying to switch it over to Price over on that far side, but too much on it on that occasion. It's going to be a throw into UWI Mona. There's Davian Mego, the man in charge at UWI Mona. It was a foul throw on that occasion. So UWI Mona with the possession. Free kick for UWI Mona, sent inside the area. Fraser's whip, they do have quite a few numbers back there. Can they transition now? Daniska Ratri went through Cassandra Smith. Smith trying to put a chase on that one, and luckily got it. Smith decides to take the shot. It's off target. But Fraser's whip, they have settled, or they are settling. And their first attempt, not quite on target, but they get going within the first 5 minutes here. Yeah, she was pressing until she was able to get the ball. Cassandra Smith. Stepping out of the back well, Neville Gale able. Sends it out wide again. Price has some speed on her. Ball inside the area. There's nobody there at the back post. It was a good delivery, you know. Ball coming inside the area and looking for the spectacular there. Almost pulled it off. Davia Richards picked up by Abel. Abel again sends it out wide. Abel has continued to run inside the area. Couldn't quite get on the receiving end of that pass. UWI Mona defending stubbornly here. Again, Price and the ball inside the area, and no issues there for Kristen Chambers, who will calm things down for her team. Almost pulled off something spectacular inside the box there. Ratchet sends it out wide. Fletcher. Kira Grant, 14 years old, in the middle of the park. The number 6 for Fraser's whip. Also attends Excelsior High. Kristen Chambers making sure that there is no issue, but Fraser's whip will come again. Destiny Powell playing deep in this team. Grant trying to feed Powell. And now it goes the other way, and UWI Mona trying to go forward, but back there is Sir Jane Anderson. Too much on that one. Gale along that channel again. It's Price there with her speed. Lovely ball inside, but pivotal touch there at the back. It looked to have come from Ashika Hamilton, but Fraser's whip will try again. Powell. They're trying to line up and get some space there. Smith had to play it back to Powell. Now Tavia Gale inside the area. There's a miss kick there. They still have it. Fraser's whip. And there's the effort that's just wide of the mark. Coming in from Cassandra Smith. She's been looking dangerous all afternoon. And UWI Mona concerned in the early stages here. Smith was allowed the space and managed to get the shot off. She didn't miss by much, I can tell you that. Just teamed that one inside the D and just wide of the mark. UWI Mona still trying to settle here. Danisha Hall over on that far side. Under the challenge there. But Hall is, as well as, yep, over on the far side. We'll just cut down there. A sprightly 14-year-old out of Waterford. The youngest on the field. There's the ball inside the box. Fraser's whip. They do have numbers inside the box, and now they'll try to transition out of their own half. That's a delightful ball, you know. She was cut down. And Destiny Powell got there ahead of Shadea Whittingham. And Whittingham goes into the referee's book. She was late. I think that was also a little bit cynical as well. She knew she was never going to catch Powell. From Cambridge and Spot Valley, Shadea Whittingham. Never Gail Abel. Here she is again. Abel beats one, beats a second. She's so comfortable on the ball. Gives her teammates too much work to do there, Batavia Fletcher. And UWI Mona tries to respond and manages to keep her footing. Referee says play on. Mishka Williams bundled off the ball. And the referee says a little bit too easily there. And it's Fraser's whip turn. Powell impacting the game more and more. Then she just ran out of real estate. Gale. Ball sent out wide. Opportunity. It's a big one here. Tries to go around the keeper. It was always going to be a difficult proposition for Cassandra Smith because she was pretty close to the byline there. Kristen Chambers had applied the pressure and she did so well. And I'm not sure if this was the right decision. Didn't have enough room to work with there, Cassandra Smith. But the 17-year-old looking dangerous in this game. Opportunity here is Destiny Powell. Powell looks up, takes a shot. It's wide of the mark. It's another effort that didn't miss by much. The UWI Mona spectators are worried at the moment, but it's some good football being played by Fraser's whip. Lovely touch from Richards into the path of Powell on that occasion. They've been dominant so far, showing why they are the champions, but they need to take these opportunities, though, at least one of them, to just settle the nerves. Fraser's whip dominating the proceedings here. Rattray finding her captain. Richards does well. Davia Richards. Oh, she has time and space. Smith, oh, she sends it away from the target. Probably the most amount of space that she's had to take a shot. And again, the 17-year-old didn't hit the target. Way off target on that occasion. Predominantly right-footed is the 17-year-old. Here she comes again. Oh, that's brilliant skill from Cassandra Smith. Sends it across. Here's an opportunity. And Kristen Chambers does well to hold on again at the second attempt. Yep, Rattray denied by the medical doctor. Coming out of goal. And holding on, there she is. 29 years old now. Represented Jamaica for a period of time, actually. The custodian, Kristen Chambers. As we see that Rattray will require some attention. And it's time for UWI Mona to settle their nerves and have a meeting with their head coach. So 15 minutes gone in this encounter. And UWI Mona, they're a bit fortunate not to have conceded And I suspect that's what they're talking about now. And Gans will be coming up next. There are some members of the squad. They'll be facing off with Cavalier right after this game. Ratcher still getting some attention. Also 17 years old from Edith Dalton James, Danishka Rattray. In some pain there. In a lot of pain, actually, Rattray. Not necessarily a good sign for her, and Fraser's whip down to 10 players for the time being. UWI Mona, can they capitalize on the player advantage? Didn't quite have the speed to catch up on that occasion. Tisha Martel and Sir Jane Anderson having no problems. Lovely ball out wide. Ball sent inside the area. Comes across to Smith, surely. Oh my word. Well, Whittingham allowed that one to get across. There was that miss kick there. It went straight to Cassandra Smith, who surely could not have believed her luck. And then the subsequent departure of that luck. Smith could have had a hat-trick in this game, but that was the easiest chance for her. Something that she needs to work on. She knows how to get into the space. Abel. Fletcher. Fletcher does well. Trying to get from her marker, but there was always pressure from Shanae Nelson. Destiny Powell with the corner kick. It's not a terrible delivery, still inside the danger area, but UWI Mona, they do have numbers back. Fraser's whip will try again. Opportunity here for Powell. There's Nathania Alain out of Tobago. Hasn't really had an impact on this game. Not as yet anyway. There she is, trying to get by her marker. Sends it out wide. Really tried to utilize her pace over on that far side, the 14-year-old Anisha Hall. Well, that's some top-class defending from Abel. More than capable. And here is Powell, searching for that one. The flag stays down. Kristen Chambers coming out of her area. Fraser's whip will try again. But good defending at the back. Abijah Anderson. Not the best first touch on that occasion. Here's Powell. Trying to send that one in on the half volley there. Cassandra Smith has had a couple chances well in this game. But the girl from Excelsior hasn't done enough to separate the teams. There is another girl from Excelsior High, Destiny Powell. Lovely stuff. Sometimes she really shows her quality, you know. This one is slipped through. And Fraser's whip will still get the possession. Good to see Daniska Rattray back on the field. Kiona Tolo. Coming together there. But Fraser's whip still with the advantage. Powell. It's like she's in a different world when she's on the ball, Destiny Powell. Also get the impression that she plays within her means at times. Lovely first touch. And Richards running out of room there. It's going to be Richards who's going to go across to take this corner kick. There's the delivery. It's not a bad one, but Abel was unable to get over that. Neville Gale Abel, 23 years old now, was called up to the under 15 setup a little under a decade ago. Powell picks it up. Here she is, Destiny Powell. Spotting the run well. And went down belatedly, did the captain, Davia Richards. Referee says nothing doing. Whittingham in the way on this occasion, making sure to block that pass. And now here's UWI Mona. But that's some good defending there by Tavia Gale. And now Abel. Oh, what a touch that is to move by her marker. She has silky touches there. Coming together was illegal according to the referee. And I think there's going to be another break in play. Let's take a look at the little push. Daniska Rattray. Nice touch inside. Ball played behind the Powell. Fraser's whip will try again. Oh, what a delightful ball that is to Rattray. She'll keep it in play, looking for options. One option at the top of the box, and the shot is over the top. Coming in from the captain, Richards. Really stringing the passes together there. Fraser's whip. Frazsiers getting onto it quickly there, keeping it in, looking for the option. Richards had some time and space there. Opportunity here for Destiny Powell. Powell sends it inside to Smith on her left. And now it's with Rattray. And Rattray's swipe didn't make a proper connection. Ashika Hamilton is down. And may require some attention from off the bench. Here she is. But it's a game that has had many chances for Fraser's whip, the champions. Well past the midway point of this first half. And UWI Mona, they need a breather here. It's a big challenge against the champions coming back into this league. And it is free of cost to enter the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, and quite a few spectators here already. Fraser's whip with their meeting. Time to restart proceedings here. Still overcast conditions here in Arnett Gardens. It was drizzling earlier. There's Kristen Chambers. Said that she represented Jamaica between 2018 and 2023. Sends this long towards, almost towards the halfway line. It's been a little difficult for UWI Mona to get by the half line. The referee says play on, and then he decides to bring back the play for the foul. Richards trying to get on with it, and she does. It's a big chance. Rattray, not the best first touch. Back to Fletcher. And now it's with Powell. Powell decided to take a shot, but that was blocked. And that was ambitious from Kira Grant. Powell on it. Minute mark. 0-0 between Fraser's whip and UWI Mona. Opening game of the Jamaica Women's Premier League here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. But Fraser's whip, they've had tons of opportunities in the first half. 15 minutes to go in the first stanza here. Mona, can they capitalize on this? Alain. Went down under the challenge there, did Rihanna Reid, the former Hampton captain. They tried to move away from her marker there and was caught, the 19-year-old. Ankle may have been stepped on or kicked. Just trying to test it out. She may be able to continue. Let's see. UWI Mona down to 10 players for the time being as Reid continues to get some treatment on the sidelines. They have a free kick. And no issues there for Sir Jane Anderson. Gale. All over the top. Touch inside to Smith. Smith has options. Decides to keep it, then provides the ball. What a delightful ball to our skipper. And Davia Richards opens the scoring in this game. Lovely play by Fraser's whip. And Richards made no mistake after being found free in the box. And some accurate shooting from the captain. And the champions ahead. But what a ball that was from Cassandra Smith. The current Excelsior player to the former Excelsior player. And the link-up was magnificent. And the finish was deadly.
Captain number 10, Davia Richards, leading Fraser's left coming from.
You know, she's a cousin of Romaine Blake, former Jamaica College standout and Wardhouse player. As calm and composed as Romaine Blake is, I suppose, Davia Richards. Could tell with the finish as well, she enjoyed it. But it's a lead that they have deserved. And UWI Mona trying to respond. Here they come. Ball sent along that right-hand side. The speed is there. The accuracy of the ball, not quite. They're looking to get a second here. And she may just do so. Cassandra Smith trying to open up even more space and then providing the pass. The shot is deflected. It goes behind for a corner kick. Kristen Chambers was unable to stop it from crossing the line. Well, it was Shante Price with the attempt there. Smith finding Price. And her shot took a deflection. There's the corner kick taken quickly. Was put into the danger area. It comes out as far as the 16-year-old Shanae Nelson. Nelson trying to go on a run and trying to cut it back, but couldn't beat Kyra Grant. Flag goes up for offside against the skipper. She's been good today. Neville Gale Abel, the 23-year-old, can also play in the middle of the park, but she's in the centre-back area, although she has ventured forward quite a few times. Neville Gale Abel, what a name as well. There she is with a miscontrol, which is rare. Oh, an opportunity here for UWI Mona. The flag went up, the whistle went as well. And she's in some pain. I think that's a lane on the turf.
For 3 persons. But
Nelson had played it forward, and the kick here, the kick into the face of Nathania Lane, and she will require some attention.
so we're asking for participants.
Her father, Clyde Lane, the current president and coach of Bethel United FC in Trinidad and Tobago. Here's Kristen Watson warming up for UWI Mona.
At halftime. So
But you'd like to think that Elaine will be okay. Still getting some attention.
and of course,
And you look at that. It's her captain who is treating her,
wins the basket.
Kristen Chambers. She is, as I said before, a medical doctor.
Sponsored by
So she's playing the role of goalkeeper and the team doctor as well. And the assigned medical team now out to just do the checks there. Making sure that everything is all right. Hope that she's okay though. Taking every precaution. Aline trying to explain her symptoms, it appears. 20-year-old, again out of Trinidad and Tobago, can also play on the wing. Elaine. Came to Jamaica having been a student at Bishop's High School in Tobago. Really hoping that she's okay after getting hit in the face with the ball. Both teams taking the timeout while Elaine is being looked after. Kristen Watson may need to come on. Also plays in the midfield. Andy Phillips is in the house. I suppose that quite a few minutes of stoppages will be played here as attention is being given to Nathania Alain. Both sets of players patient. Yeah, Alain got hit in the face with the ball, and as we take a look at a couple of chances that they've had, and then finally the goal by Davia Richards. Good finish, and it's a difference between the teams so far in this game. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of transporting her off the field, but they're signaling to the bench for additional support. Just to take a look at exactly what happened here, and yeah, the clearance, yeah, it actually more to the side of her face. A bit of a whiplash there as well, because she was pretty close to it, Alain. But the staff from Short Time Medical really very cautious with how they will transport her off the field, making sure that she's strapped in. And it's a certainty that she will not. It seems as if it's a certainty that she won't be taking any further part in this game. Nathania Alain. Yeah, so Kristen Watson is going to come on. And she will replace Alain. I think it's pretty much a like-for-like swap in the attacking midfield area. 21 years old is Watson. Also plays field hockey for Jamaica. There she is getting ready to get onto the park. Yeah, she also plays field hockey for Jamaica. The 21-year-old Kristen Watson used to attend Wilma's Girls as well. And she's going to be replacing Alain. Due diligence being taken. As we take a look again as to what happened. Yeah. Yeah, just smack into the face and maybe a bit of whiplash as well because of how close she was to it. Did mention before that the UWI Mona goalkeeper, Christian Chambers, a medical doctor, assisting the situation as well. Not leaving anything to chance, the staff at Short Time Medical. Where, yeah, 7 minutes of stoppages will be played. Because this really was a long stoppage in play. Really hopes that she makes a speedy recovery, especially with her family and friends from Trinidad and Tobago watching. Cause for concern, but I'm sure she's going to be well taken care of as she vacates the premises for the final time today. And Kristen Watson is going to come on in her stead. If you remember, the flag was up for offside, so it's a free kick to restart. Here is Shanae Nelson. Nelson. Christian Chambers with the clearance, but only as far as Grant. Bit of a miscommunication here on UWI Mona with the possession. Good work by Nelson. This is Martel. Martel in the dangerous area. A chance. And she goes down in the box. The referee has signaled the kick to go the other way in favor of Fraser's whip. Well, Martel getting this one inside the box. And the initial shot there from Williams. Then, well, you can decide whether she was brought down inside the box, Mishka Williams. But UWI Mona with the best opportunity their best chance of the game. And now they're looking for a second goal here. Can they get it before the halftime interval? This is Grant. Grant on her left. And now Smith. And Smith knocking it in space. That's beautiful football. It really is by Fraser's whip. They get the second goal in this game. And UWI Mona, they were torn apart there at the back. But lovely stuff by Fraser's whip again. And it is Richards who finished it timely inside the box. You know, Cassandra Smith has had quite a few opportunities in front of goal. But on this occasion, she turned provider. And in the end, Richards getting her second of the game. Wonderful stuff.
Number 10, Vivian Richards, the scorer, her second goal of the afternoon. Fraser with 2, UWI Mona.
And conceding the second right after creating such a big opportunity at the other end. That's football for you, in a nutshell. And now they're looking for a third. Has she kept it in place? She has. No, she hasn't. The flag went up, denying Fraser's whip and Shantae Price that opportunity over on that far side. Here they come again. Rattray can't get there. Kristen Chambers came off her line quickly. Smith lost it. Wins it on this occasion though. Flicks it through to Rattray. Flag goes up against Danishka Rattray. Don't think there's a whole lot of time remaining in this first half. Shani Nelson under the strong challenge. Lovely touch from Richards. Richards, she has teammates supporting her. Powell trying to get it out wide but couldn't. In the way was Sayana Jones. Controls it well. Cassandra Smith tries to turn it back. Richards again. Tavia Richards being closed down. Can they really get a third before the interval? Fraser's whip. Not on that occasion. Again punted forward, delightful ball inside, and Cassandra Smith, surely now, surely now. She has been the star of the show, Cassandra Smith. A couple of assists and now the goal here. And the 17-year-old from Excelsior High maybe has put this match beyond doubt with the champions soaring to a 3-0 advantage over UWI. Lovely turn inside. And then the finish was the best that she could have afforded, having missed a couple of opportunities earlier. Made no mistake on that occasion, Cassandra Smith.
So, minute 45 plus
And yeah,
9. So, player number 9, Cassandra
Fraser's whip,
Smith.
showing why they are the champions. The scoreline, it's emphatic, and it could have been so much more. But a couple of goals from Davia Richards, their captain, their number 10, and then Cassandra Smith, their number 9, capping off a wonderful performance in the first half. And Fraser's whip with a 3-0 advantage at the break.
So the halftime interval will see us having a contest, juggling contest sponsored by Water. So persons wishing to win that gift basket by Water can make their way onto the field. Juggling contest. We have just about 10 minutes for this contest.
Opening game of the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Let's take a look at what took place in that first half. The majority of the chances that you will see will go in favor of Fraser's whip. And Cassandra Smith had quite a few chances in that first half as well. UWI Mona were all over the shop, to be fair. There is Smith inching closer. That didn't miss by much, actually. Shot taken inside the D. And then Destiny Powell had her way with this play. And then driving that shot wide of the mark, just past the far post. But here they come again. It was really attack after attack in this first stanza. And that was the biggest chance of the game, where the Smith couldn't believe that she missed that. But then the bit of quality. Richards out wide to Danishka Rattray. Rattray inside, and Richards couldn't quite hit the target. And there will be more for Fraser's whip. That's a lovely ball through. It really was to her captain. former Excelsior star finding, or the present Excelsior star finding the former Excelsior star and linking up well with Richards, providing a deadly finish. That was a lovely ball from Smith. And then Richards. Really lovely finish there from Davia Richards. And then Smith with a good finish inside the box. And that was 3-0. So, UWI Mona back in the Jamaica Women's Premier League. Let's take a look at their team feature.
So how important is the league to the development of female football? I think it's a huge step for us. We have been lacking for quite some time in terms of the professionalism of the league that's been happening over the years. So I think it's a really good step in the right direction for the girls, especially the young girls, to get some exposure to somehow be in a professional environment and to aid with their development, because at the end of the day, that's really what we want. We want to get as much girls playing football, and this is the right step for that.
When we don't have a league, you hear about Bonisha, but you don't see how you'll get an opportunity. But now that the league is playing, you see a way in that you say, okay, I have an opportunity. You can start a plan. You can say, well, I'm going into the league to showcase my talent, hoping that somebody will see me, a scout will see me, a university will see me, and I'll get an opportunity. The team is very young. Yes, we have experience in our captain, but for the most part, a lot of these girls, they have played intercal, but it's the first time that they're going to play Premier League, and they are very excited about it. So, I mean, with that excitement and that youthful exuberance, and to get their chance out there, to get their debut out there, I mean, that will go a far way.
We're very confident. I mean, the aim of us entering is to, to win, and that's the aim for most teams, but for us really is to win. It's a good exposure for the club and for a lot of the girls who are very talented to get a look in. Hopefully some national call-ups could be had, but we're feeling very confident, and we think we're very prepared for the task at hand. I think we have a good cohort of girls here, girls that are eager and willing to learn. They're willing to follow instructions. They're just excited, as I am, to be playing.
I'm happy for the league. I'm happy that we are in the league. We're not just doing this for UWI female team, but we are doing this for UWI Mona sport overall.
No, Granny, man. No, you don't need no cool off, brother. No.
So, the Women's Premier League, the professional Women's Premier League kicks off, and after 45 minutes of action, defending champion Fraser's win lead the contest.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker. Much quicker. And you need to make sure. Need to. I'm the coach. And I'm the assistant coach. No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water? I've got it, coach.
I gotta get a move. Gotta get a move.
Hey, well, now that we've got your attention, let me mention, in the interest of the human race, there's some things that
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
See the world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
In sports, it's all about pushing your limits, giving it your all. Sometimes, the key to winning is knowing when to pause. It's not just about performance, it's about taking a moment, finding your rhythm. Taking time for myself, connecting mind and body, and finding my inner strength.
Pause to find power, because in those moments, we discover our true potential. Pause is power.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker. Much quicker. And you need to make sure. Need to. I'm the coach. And I'm the assistant coach. No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water?
I've got it, coach.
I gotta get a move. Gotta get a move.
Hey, well, now that we've got your attention, let me mention, in the interest of the human race, there's some things that
I love football, but I don't just play for me. I do it for Jamaica and for the fans on the journey with us. The ones who live for every shot and cheer every goal. The ones who know that performing on the big stage means big effort with big support. And of course, chicken with big flavor.
KFC's big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries, and a drink. The perfect fan fuel for cheering on or history-making reggae girls. KFC, proud sponsors of Khadija Shaw and the Reggae Girls.
See the world through rose-colored glasses. Try the new and delicious True Shake Strawberry.
We welcome you back to the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex as we are about to start the second half of this game. Fraser's Whip, the defending champions, they're in yellow and white. They have a 3-0 advantage over UWI Mona. Asayana Jones is coming out for UWI, and Latoya Sanchez will make her way onto the park. This is going to be an attacking change made by UWI Mona. And Brianna Reed also coming out. Imani Linton also coming on. And Kishan Cummings also making an entrance for UWFC. So they are ringing the changes. They have rung the changes here in the hope of launching a comeback. But it's going to be very difficult for them to do so. Second half is about to begin. The champions will kick off. Here we go. Immediately they try to get going through Shante Price. I guess the words at halftime for Fraser's whip is to not take the foot off the gas and be as cynical as possible. So here's Destiny Powell. Lovely little run going on here. Oh, lovely pull back. Powell gets it back. Sends it wide to Rattray. Rattray inside looking for Powell. It goes straight to Chris and Chambers. More of the same from Fraser's whip. Here they come again. Cara Grant out wide. And Price trying to get that one inside. It goes behind for a corner kick. Ball coming inside from Richards. UWI Mona putting it into touch. Powell. Easing our way in the middle of the park, getting the return ball from Grant. Powell to Rattray. Smith keeps it in play. Looking for Richards. Not clear properly. Richards again to finish. That's a hat-trick for the skipper, Davia Richards. Easy as she goes. And UWI Mona with little response. Richards, calm and cool inside the box. Gets her third of the game. And the game really now is beyond doubt. It's in the way of the champions.
Of the season, completed in minute 48. Player number 10, Xavier Richards. And in the fourth,
And Fraser's whip with the 4-0 advantage now over UWI.
for UWI Mona. Xavier Richards, her third goal, coming in minute 48.
And what can UWI Mona do but play for pride at the moment? Price unable to get on the end of that one. Sanchez was in the way. Picked up by Grant, the 14-year-old. That's had a decent game. So too Destiny Powell, 17. Smith, Cassandra Smith, looking to put it in a danger area. Smith against Whittingham, who's on a yellow card. Smith's ball inside the area. Richards. And now here's Powell. And the shot from Destiny Powell over the crossbar. Couldn't quite get it under her spell on that occasion. Shanae Nelson, and it goes the other way through Danishka Rattray. Rattray has Powell for support. This is Destiny Powell. Straight into the hands of Kristen Chambers. She's been really active this afternoon. Nelson trying to send it out over to the far side to get Imani Linton into the action. Hasn't really touched the ball since she's been on the park. So confident on the ball, Cassandra Smith. And now Rattray. Flag stays down. Danishka Rattray. Can she supply the finish? Oh, that's beautiful. It really is. Wasn't caught in the offside trap as she made her run out wide. And the UWI Mona defense bemused as Rattray came inside the box and slotted home well, opening her account this season. And the 17-year-old out of Edith Dalton James with a really good finish, getting by Kristen Chambers.
Goal number 5 for Fraser's whip, coming in the 52nd minute. Player number 17, Danishka Rattray, the scorer. So it's now Fraser's whip 5, UWI 0.
Well, Scoreline is now 5-0. Let's see what can happen here. Oh, that's a lovely touch from Cassandra Smith, but the flag goes up for offside. Good win there by Richards, but couldn't take advantage of that situation. Fraser's whip. It's a long day for UWI Mona. Haven't got a lot of things right today. And I'm not sure how many positives they can take out of this game going forward. It is the opening game of the season though, so they have a lot of time to work on things. Lovely first touch again from Nelson. Now they do have a player in there. Ball sent out wide. And they do have the support in the stands, UWI Mona. Not quite going their way. Kishan Cummings couldn't quite keep that one in play. Here's UWI Mona. Can they get something there? Was she pulled back? She was. Kiona Turoj goes into the referee's book. Yep. Tanisha Hall there again. She has been a handful. Just 14 years old. Waterford High is the school she attends. Definitely a player to look out for. The wall being constructed here. Confirming the yellow card to Fraser's whip number 4. So, free kick coming up. Mishka Williams lining up this one. It is Williams, and no issues there for Sir Johnny Anderson.
Number 4, Kiona Toller. That's number 4, Kiona Toller, caution in the 57th minute. Triple substitution for the UWI team in the 46th minute. So player number 10, Messiah Sanchez.
Fraser's whip will be making a couple of changes here. Shawnee Chambers will come on for Danishka Rattray, who just went on the score sheet. And Devonne Lewis is coming on the park as well. And Latvia Fletcher is out of the action.
So they replaced player number 11. Fiona Reed. Player number 19. Asana Jones. And player number 3. Tisha Marker. So those were the substitution in the 46th minute for the UWI team. While minute 59 saw substitution for Fraser's win. Player number 17, Danishka Rattray, replaced by player number 14, Shawnee Chambers, and player number 18, Devonne Lewis, replaced by player number 7.
UWI Mona will try to keep the scoreline respectable here.
Player number 7, Latvia Fletcher.
There's Imani Linton.
18, Devonne Lewis.
Opportunity here. And the whistle goes, flag going up. Again, Shawnee Chambers. There she is, 18 years old. Devonne Lewis, another Excelsior High player. Chambers trying to get a foot in. Almost working out there for Cassandra Smith. Lovely stuff by Chambers. Seems to be fiery. Two-footed player for Fraser's whip. Loves cutting inside though. Richards out wide, gets a return ball from Price. Ball switched over to Chambers, who will be able to keep it in play. She does, actually. Does really well, Chambers. Getting some help from Powell, who has left it for Grant, who was on her heels. And UWI Mona awarded a free kick. Into the path now of Tavia Gale. The 17-year-old on it, finding Shantae Price. Richards finding Chambers, who again can't beat the offside trap. feels like a training session right now for Fraser's whip. Never Gale able. Cara Grant. Ball slipped through. Lovely first touch from Grant. And now Chambers. Trying to get Grant back into business, but wasn't the best place to receive that one, I don't think. Jennifer Williams and Jessica Johnson getting ready to come onto the park. Smith. Chambers. Offside again. So, UWI Mona really under the cosh here and have been unable to put up a whole lot of resistance against this Fraser's Whip team. And to be fair, Fraser's Whip, they created so many opportunities. They have created so many opportunities, but they have taken 6 of them so far. Easy afternoon for Fraser's Whip. Play is about to restart here. Richards again trying to take on a couple of players. And she's had a hat-trick so far this evening. Gale on it. Powell. Lovely find. Keep her off her line though, doing enough. Chris and Chambers. Now Price! I sent that one across the face of goal. And it just missed the post as well. Chambers did good work initially. The clearance though went only as far as Price and she swept that one inside. I'm not sure if the goal would have stood if Richards had converted it. Maybe she was in an offside position. But another chance for Fraser's Whip. Price with a lovely touch and Tried to pass on that occasion. Grant. Price back to Grant. Lovely touch inside. Grant looking for a teammate. Only as far as Richards now. Good football by Fraser's whip. The give and go. And just that last pass from Powell didn't find the destination. They'll try again. Fraser's whip. Powell on it. She'll go for the shot this time. There are the changes. Jennifer Williams and Jessica Johnson coming on for Kiona Toloch and Shantae Price. Here Smith and Chambers to the byline. Lovely from Chambers. And here's an attempt straight to Chambers. Chris and Chambers in goal, that is.
Jessica Johnson. Also player number 4.
Shauna K. Chambers again.
Replaced by player number 12, Jennifer Williams. Substitutions completed in the 69.
Lost it out in the end. But her team will come back. Floated ball inside. Oh, that's lovely. It really is. They're queuing up. Smith took a long time on it. Gale. Richards. Back to Gale. They come again. Jessica Johnson. Gale. Difficult to clear their lines, UWI Mona. And Williams gets the return ball almost from her captain. And Cummings couldn't keep it, couldn't find a teammate as well. As we take a look at the shot that came in from Destiny Powell. We know that the yellow card was just shown, but we'll double check as to who received the yellow card just now. It was Mishka Williams who got the yellow card.
77 minutes. Caution.
Jessica Johnson did too much on that pass over the top for Cassandra Smith.
Nelson. So that number 9, Shanae Nelson, caution in the 72nd minute.
Again, the ball over the top. Chambers on it. Chambers looking for the dink. It was wide of the mark. She's been quite a handful on that left-hand side since she's been on the park, Shauna K. Chambers. Ashika Hamilton goes down again. Requires some attention. I think she's had some issues with cramp during this game. Ashika Hamilton definitely has been working on her legs, her calves in particular. Putting some mileage in the legs for the first time this season in a really competitive game as the Jamaica Women's Premier League gets underway. Patrons having fun. Chambers again over on that far side does well. Lining up Cassandra Smith. And Jessica Johnson couldn't bury that. Kristen Chambers making the save there. Smith unselfish. And Jessica Johnson couldn't apply the finish. Fraser's whip again. Ball slipped through. Beating one. Destiny Power. Lovely stuff. Brilliant save by Kristen Chambers. Again, Destiny Powell was absolutely mesmerizing. But the veteran comes up trumps in goal again. Keeping the scoreline respectable. Relatively. But lovely stuff from Destiny Powell. At times, she appears not to get out of first gear. Then she just produces a moment like that. And Kristen Chambers equal to the task in goal. Yeah, they've given their all so far. You can tell. Yeah, I think they just want to see out the rest of this game. As take a look at the ball coming inside from Smith and Richards completing the hat-trick there. Prime candidate for player of the game, I think. Davia Richards has led the team well. And then before she came off, Danishka Ratri also getting on the score sheet for the Frasers Whip team. Richards ball inside the area. Kristen Chambers came out to get a hand on it. Ashika Hamilton, I think her day is done. Brittany Murray has come on the park to replace her. Fraser's Whip looking for more here. Powell sends it out wide, and Chambers ran into an offside position. Here they come again. Keeper stays on her line, came out, advancing in the end, and did enough to stop Jessica Johnson. Under the pressure, put it wide of the mark.
Brittany Murray replacing player number 4. Ashika Hamilton.
Here they come again. Chambers slips it through to Destiny Powell. Powell, lovely. Again, the save made by Chambers in goal. Still a chance here. Powell is going all the way. It's absolute destiny. Beautiful goal by Destiny Powell. Weaving her magic as she weaved her way through the defense of UWI Mona. And Fraser's Whip with an exclamation mark now. The initial shot wonderfully blocked by Kristen Chambers, who could do nothing about that finish. It's the guile of it. It's the audacity. It's the brilliance. And Powell showing her class in this one. She really can go far, Destiny Powell. She really can, once she's dedicated to the craft. And here's another opportunity. And Powell feeding Chambers. Flag is up for offside against Shauna K. Chambers. The thing about this Fraser's Whip team, they are feeding each other the chances. Paul could have easily got a second one there, but wanted to give her teammate an opportunity. Murphy with the free kick. Fraser's whip aren't stopping. Ball played through. Flag stays down. Another opportunity here. And Richards maybe tiring a little bit. Or maybe not. The captain. Oh, she's going through. And it's gone behind for a corner kick. Definitely our player of the game, Davia Richards. And having secured the hat-trick, led this team. Really putting in a captain's performance in this game. Here she is with this corner kick. Delightful ball inside. Kristen Chambers with the punch away. I think there was an infringement in the box against the custodian.
So goal number 6 and goal number 7 came courtesy of players number 11, Destiny Powell, and player number 14, Shawnee Chambers. So, player number 14 yet to score.
Never get able.
Player number 11, Destiny Powell, scoring the 6th goal in the 82nd minute.
Because if she received a knock, or probably cramp as well. Not sure if she actually received a knock. Probably it's an issue with cramp as well for Never Gail Abel.
So after 87 minutes, we can announce a player of the match. The player of the match for today's game is
Never Gail Abel needed some help to get out the park. Suffering some cramp. There's the captain and player of the game, Davia Richards. Hat-trick to her name, first hat-trick of the season. I don't think Never Gail Abel wants to continue, but let's see. I think our team can manage to hold off or hold on to this scoreline. Smith. Fraser's Whip still trying to get on with it. Devontae Lewis with the throw, taking it quickly. Powell. Shawnee Chambers now on this right-hand side, creating havoc. Chambers can also strike it with her left foot. Slipping it out wide. Richards. Lovely stuff by Richards. Trying to find a teammate. Still a chance here. It's Powell. It's wide. We're hearing another couple of minutes. Yep, 2 minutes of stoppages being played. UWI Mona will be out of their misery very soon.
So we are playing 2 minutes of added time for the second half. 2 minutes of added time being played in the second half.
Getting the ball along that channel. Richards strolling after it. Richards will settle for the corner kick.
And that player will win the Supreme Venture Player of the Game award. So player number will win the Player of the Game award. That award again is sponsored by Supreme Ventures Limited, one of our sponsors here in the Jamaica Women's Professional League. We ask Mr. Shamar Reed, the junior marketing manager for Supreme Ventures, to make his way to the touchline. Mr. Shamar Reed, the junior marketing manager of Supreme Ventures.
Free kick coming up for Fraser's Whip.
Touchline.
Ball launched inside the box.
Can present the player of the match award.
That's the end of the game. And the Fraser's Whip with an emphatic scoreline, with an emphatic win to start their defense of the Jamaica Women's Premier League, led by a hat-trick from their skipper, Davia Richards. They've recorded a 6-0 win over UWI Mona FC. Handshakes all around as the UWI Mona team offers their congratulations to Fraser's Whip. Wonderful start to the proceedings for Fraser's Whip, and with a performance that they would be proud of. on opening day. 6-0 the final score. As we take a look at the full-time highlights here, the most of the action in favor of Fraser's whip, I can tell you that. Big chance there for Cassandra Smith. Couldn't supply the finish, but then she found this glorious pass inside to her captain, who made no mistake there. Davia Richards opening her account this season. Yep, she was on target. And then, nice little ball inside. The link up between 9 and 10, absolutely fantastic. Smith again finding her captain, Richards. Yep. The current Excelsior star finding the former Excelsior star again. And then Smith, this time, would take her chance. And the 17-year-old opening her account this season. Good finish. Second half action now. And Smith involved, finding her captain, UWI Mona, unable to clear, and easy finish for Davia Richards. Just slotting that one to the left of Kristen Chambers. And then, before she came off, she had a goal. Danish Karatri, the 17-year-old, from Edith Dalton James. Good finish. Slotting that one home. She loved it. And Shawnake Chambers was a terror on that left-hand side. Opportunities abounded for Fraser's whip. Jessica Johnson couldn't score. Big chance there. And then that effort over the top. Destiny Powell. But don't worry, she'll light up the game a little bit later on. In fact, there's another chance. She got it again. The defense on a string. Powell. She was ecstatic at the end of that. Look at that cool finish. When she's buzzing, that's for sure. And this Fraser's whip team, buzzing. And our player of the game, Davia Richards. An outstanding performance, Davia. Talk to me about how you felt during that game.
I mean, it's a good feeling. We didn't start well, but we came out with the victory today.
And you were pretty clinical in goal, but you're also trying to find your teammates as well. You seem as if you're having a lot of fun out there.
Well, yeah.
What do you take from pre-season and now from this game heading into the rest of the competition, you feel?
Go again?
What do you take from this game as well as pre-season heading into the rest of the competition?
I mean, not much because we didn't get as much challenge from UWI, but we go back to the drawing board and it's a good game.
Well, it was a really good game from you and your team, and all the best for the future.
Thanks much.
Yep, that's Davia Richards there. Just 21 years old, scoring a hat-trick this afternoon. And getting the prize from Samara Reed of Supreme Ventures. Coach, it was a baptism. It really was. I mean, how did you feel on the sidelines watching your team face the champions? It was always going to be difficult.
Yes, it was going to be difficult. It was a hard one to take, but it's better to do it here, and we go back to the drawing board and we'll come again. We'll definitely come back stronger.
Do you take any positives from this game, or is it a matter of you having to start from the beginning again?
No, I take a lot of positive from this game. One of the first things is most of the players are making their debut, so now they understand what it will take to compete in this league. So I take that as positive, and I already hear them making certain comments, which is good.
Yeah, your team actually is a pretty optimistic bunch based on what we've seen in training and on social media. So you expect them to bounce back from this defeat?
I do expect them to bounce back from this defeat. And if you want to compete in a league like this, you need mental toughness. And this is a part of it. This is a part of growth and development, not just for them, but even for me as a coach.
Yep, all the best, brother.
All right, thank you.
And now it's time to hear from the winning coach. And it was on easy street for most of this game. Do you take anything from this game outside the fact that the girls could have been a little bit more clinical even?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could have been a little more clinical, especially in the first half. But the positives going into today's game, we were hoping to bounce the ball a little bit more, keep it compact as best as possible. We didn't get a chance to play in the practice games before the tournament, so we're looking at some positives today, and I'm pleased.
One of the things that I realized about your girls was that they were always trying to find each other, hardly any selfish plays. Is that a part of the DNA of this Fraser's whip team?
Yes, definitely. And we would have learned that when we played in CONCACAF, that if we try to keep the balls to ourselves, it will be a problem for the team. So the aim was to see how best we can just play as a team and pass the ball as much as possible.
A lot of youngsters in your squad obviously tried to make an impact in this team. Even a few of them came off the bench. Were you pleased with the enthusiasm to impress?
Yes, definitely. As I said to them at halftime, when you get a chance, take the opportunity. And there's a lot more youngsters to come when we progress, as we progress in the league.
All right, looking forward to seeing this Fraser's whip team. All the best.
Yeah, man, thank you.
So that's pretty much a wrap for this first game. Second game coming up between Arnegans and Cavalier, but as far as this first game is concerned, Fraser's whip, well, they looked ominous, and they are looking for another title. They win the opening game against UWI Mona FC by 6 goals to 0.